Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to another episode of Apexseal Detonator. Today I'm going to flash the Versatune software that I've transferred off my old RX8 onto the RX8 that I drive every day. So here we go. So anyway, I'll just make sure everything's turned off here. Off. Okay. So yeah, basically that's my new license for this RX8. So I'm going to install Versatune on the car. Next, click next, ignition key on, backing up stock tune. So that'll just go through that for a bit, and then we'll go to the next stage. So yeah, we're nearly there with the backing up, and then we'll go to, we're installing the bass tune now. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but it seems to be going pretty quickly. I'll get back to you as soon as it's close. So prepare car for use. Next, clearing all the errors and all that sort of stuff, and now we'll click finish. So we're done. So what I'll do, I'll go into my tunes here, and I'm going to, I've got this Ghost Bridgeport tune here. I'm just going to flash it in. Next. So it's flashing a tune. I've got a whole heap of other tunes here. While it's doing this, I'll just let you know that I've got the bypass for my fans switch there, which I've disconnected from the fuse box because I don't want it interfering with this. Obviously I'm going to monitor the temps, and I'm not going to let it go over like 84 degrees. I'll get some new relays, because these relays that I've got in there at the moment have got the wire soldered onto them for the fans, and I'll swap them into that car there. Clearing DTCs. Alright, finish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this. I'm going to go get my other phone so that I can video at the same time, and use this thing here to monitor the temps and fuel ratio and all that sort of stuff, and we'll see what this Bridgeport Ghost tune sounds like. Be back in a sec, guys. Alright, so I'm connected to my app, 22 degrees coolant temp. Let's see what this Bridgeport tune sounds like. Obviously warming up, so still warming up. It's pretty much still the same idle. I've just swapped those two from there into there, so the fans will come on. It's still idling the same as it used to. It might change as it gets warmer. Sounds different. Could be just relearning, but it's actually getting sort of more rappy as it warms up. I don't know. It does do the pop thing as well, which is a bit obnoxious. Let's give it a couple more revs. going for a little bit more, but I might just flash the other tune into it, the one that I was using in the other RX8. I don't really like that popping and carrying on when it deaccelerates. Not that much anyway. But yeah, it's definitely a different note. I reckon it'd probably sound better with a single exhaust. Let's see what the AFRs are like. Yeah, it's running a little bit lean. I think what I might do is I might flash the other tune back into it and then leave it at that. But anyway, it's good for a bit of an experiment. I think, yeah, I reckon the idle could probably be a little bit lower maybe to give it more of a brap. But anyway, cool. So yeah, I'm just going to do this one here, stage 1. Next. Okay, it's flashing the new tune, and then I'll start it up and let it run for a little while and see how it goes. It did run well in my other RX8, I've got to say. I just thought I'd try that Ghost Bridgie just for a bit of a laugh. But yeah, it was average. It wasn't what I expected, but anyway, it is what it is. Clearing the codes once again. It should have idled at 1,000 now. Finish. Alrighty. See how she goes. Alright, we'll start her up with a new tune. That'll drop down now. 86, 85, 83, beautiful. Yeah, I like that better. That's the idle speed. Nice. Let it run for a little while. So obviously that fan is on. That will come on at 84. I've set it to 84. And then I'll get 2 new ones of these. But I'm going to leave that tune for now. Don't want to muck around with it. Because, I mean, it worked well in the other car, even though the other car was low on compression. There's no launch control on this. I don't plan on doing limiter bashes and stuff like that with it. But yeah, we'll just leave her sitting here to idle probably for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll give it a couple of revs and shut her off. So it's at about 82. It's gone up from sort of 82 to 84. I'm not going to redline it. I'm just going to give it a couple of revs with this new tune. 5 grand. Probably a little bit more than I should have, but anyway, it is what it is. So I've sprayed a whole heap of decarb in this blue car. Going to give it a start. Hold my breath because this is going to probably stink a bit. Stuff stinks, eh? bit of a misfire. Probably, it could be either a seal that's stuck or maybe one of the coils ain't too great. But yeah, what I'll probably do is take the coils out of the red car eventually. I'm gonna turn it off shortly because the temperature's up a bit, I think probably 90-ish. And then what I'll do, I'll go shopping and come back in the afternoon and try to start it again with a bit more decarb in it. Alright, I took the plugs out, sprayed some more decarb in there, see if it starts. Nearly. Okay. So that stuff's pretty strong, that decarb. It spat a little bit and then it wanted to go, but it didn't start. So normally, I know with this stuff, I've used it before, it actually, like it doesn't necessarily make the engine run. It can make it stall if you don't have enough juice or accelerator or whatever throttle. So it's possible it is a fuel issue, but for now, what I'll do, I'll let it cool off, and then I know definitely it'll start from cold. I'll go through and check the O2 sensor, which I was told to replace. I can check that little thing over there, that little box thing, and then have a look and see if I can somehow check the fuel pressure, because it might not be getting enough fuel pressure when it's at operating temperature for some reason. So, and then failing that, once I do a couple more decarbs, I'll do a compression test on it and see what it looks like from there. But yeah, got to stay positive. Alright, that's an ECU that I've had laying around. As you can see, the other one's still in there. The original one's code is N3J5. This one's N3J6. Slightly different in the connection in the back there. But anyway, I've plugged it in, and what I'm hoping to see is obviously immobiliser light. Let me turn it on. But there's nothing. Alrighty, so theoretically, if the car starts with that ECU in it, it means that the ECU is unlocked already, because these are not plug and play. But that's in park now, and it's not letting me turn the key to the on position or to the start position. So let me press the brakes. I'll just try that in neutral. No. Ah, here we go. That's what I was after. There we go, locked out. We'll try again. No, she's not starting. Okay, all right, onwards. All right, we're locked out, as you can see. Lockout thing right there. We're gonna go into this program and we're gonna see what's going on here. All right, we're gonna connect to the vehicle. Is the vehicle equipped with DSC? Yes. Okay. So it's reading the vehicle info at the moment. We'll wait for it to do that. All right. Alrighty, so what we'll do from here is we'll try to reprogram this ECU to accept this vehicle. So I've used Forscan to remove the immobilizer. That looks like it's still locked, but now it's turned itself off. Theoretically, the car should start. There we go. I'll let it run for a while now. It's doing something with the tacho. Weird. But anyway, it's running. Weird how it's doing that little bit of a flicker, but I'll figure out what that means. But it's probably because it's not the, maybe could not be the correct type of ECU for the car. But it runs the car starts. It had security on it. I took it off. Done. Well, maybe it's flickering because it's learning. That could be. I've heard of it before, actually. Weird. But anyway. She's plugged in. Let her run just a little bit more. And then I'll plug the other ECU back in and start her up a bit later. So the factory ECU is plugged back in. Yeah, looking at this, that has got a plug there, and the factory one doesn't. So I mean the one that's in the car. So I don't know the reason why. I'm going to try to start it. It's probably not going to start because this car hasn't been able to start since it's been warm. But it's probably not going to do the tacho thing. Looking on the tacho. So let's give it a go. Oh, okay. Alright. Interesting. What I might have to do is I might have to reprogram it because that ECU is not starting now. Interesting. Alright, so theoretically I've now unlocked the original ECU, which is weird. I thought they'd be both unlocked, but anyway. Alrighty. Ignition key programming. I'm gonna quit that. Okay. And I'm going to turn it off, try to start it. It'll start eventually. Alright, it's running again. No flickering. That programmed to go. So in theory, if you've got the Forscan program, you can actually remove the paths, reprogram one of these. However, I don't think this is the correct ECU for that series of, I mean, when I say that series, obviously it's a series 1, but this is a 2003. So this particular ECU might be maybe a newer model one that's got something extra on there. That could be causing the tacho to flicker, and it was also causing the car not to idle correctly. So, but now, perfect, mate. So anyway, guys, just to sum it up, what it was with that ECU was the one that I actually plugged into the auto car was a 6-port ECU. The 6-port ECU's got that little plug in the middle that the auto ECU doesn't have. So that's pretty cool, I reckon, to actually have a auto running with a 6-port manual ECU. I didn't chuck it into gear or anything like that. I just wanted to try to see if I could use that program. It's called Forscan. It's a bit of a dodgy name, yeah, whatever you want to say. Throw your comments in the comment section, but it works. I use the paid version, which is about $11 a year or something US. But yeah guys, that's it for now. Hope you like the content, and in the upcoming videos there'll be totally different stuff. Take it easy, and I'll see you again soon.